Hey everyone, as promised, this is going to be some raw footage of the Untamed strength crew as well as some clips of me sprinkled in. This was a very exciting meet for me, not only because of the lifts that I did, but also because it was cool to have a huge group of people with me. I remember when I first opened up Untamed Strength, I wanted so badly to just be around some like-minded people who like to lift, and it took about 4 years to actually find a good group of people, but it was really cool to be around friends who all share a passion for getting stronger. This is David here with his opener. I think it was about 455. He had a good opener, not so good second and third attempt. He got red lighted for depth on his second attempt, and then his third, I think he was a bit too in his head, and he was kind of struggling to find depth. Here goes Jerry. Jerry is in high school. Tom and Jerry just graduated high school together. Yep, Tom and Jerry, good friends. I think this was 380 for Jerry. Solid squatter. Here goes James. James had a good, I think this might be his second attempt at 518. I don't have his opener. But he had a tough day because his third attempt, the spotter took the bar early, and you'll see this in a few clips. Here goes Ruthie with a 240, 245-ish squat. I didn't get much of Ruthie and Jerry because they were on the other platform, so it was tough to bounce around, and my fiance was recording this, so she was kind of all over the place with recording. Here goes Thomas with a, I think it's a 455 squat. He'll be mad if I got that wrong, but I think he finished with a 455 squat. I remember when Tom, oh wait, just a second. This is an awesome clip. Let's listen up. Not awesome for Tyler, but put a quarter in the swear jar. Tyler got a spanking for that. So this is James. I think this was his final attempt, around 540-ish. And the spotter takes the bar early, you'll see. They gave him 3 minutes to come back and try it again. Unfortunately, he didn't get it. Here goes John's final attempt. Funny story about John. We were both standing in the back of the room while Flight A was going. He thought he was in Flight C with me, and then all of a sudden they call his name. So he took his first attempt squat with zero warm-up. He ran up to the platform, found his belt, and squatted his opener at 455, I think. And it actually looked pretty easy, but zero warm-up. John is a madman. John and I actually squatted the same number. He squatted 518, I squatted 518. And we were in the back room, and before I took my third attempt, John says, what attempt are you going to take for your third attempt? I said, 518. I got to keep up with you, John. And then he said, more like I finally caught up with you. And so we stared at each other and had a moment, and it was really special. This is David's first attempt, I think, around 330, 335. Here goes Tyler. Tyler was really focused on getting a 300 bench, and this was 303, I think, and it flies up. This was Tyler's first powerlifting meet. Thomas had a few hiccups on the bench. The judges and him were kind of off. He jumped the press here. Still got it though. One red light. This is James. I don't know which attempt this was. I think James got, I'm gonna butcher this, but it was something, this was probably around 335. And then I think he went for 360 this day and didn't get it. Here goes Thomas's good, best attempt at 314. 314 and a 455 squat, all before graduation. He graduated high school a couple days after this. Big John Punch Nugget Mead. I didn't get his final attempt. John finished the day with a 314 bench. This was his second attempt, I think, at 297. Watch this start command before his butt sits down. And I think that kind of threw Thomas off mentally. Watch the side judge up in the corner give the head judge a stinky eye because he gave him the command. The head judge is supposed to wait for the side judge to put their arms down. Here goes David's final attempt. Well, second or third attempt. He didn't get this, but it was a hell of an effort. If you noticed, he relaxed his hand at the bottom. I don't think you should do that, David. Good effort, though. Moving on to deadlifts. You're going to see some true RPE 10 deadlifts.
Good lift.
Ruthie finishing with, I think, a 280 deadlift. Soon she'll be at that 300 deadlift. Got the coach in the back in the red shirt, the barbell resistance. Here goes Jerry. I think Jerry finished with a 375, 380 deadlift. I think his squat and deadlift were similar. They're pretty easy. Thomas Fan. 500-pound deadlift, 315 bench, 455 squat, all before graduating high school. Someone needs to drug test that kid. Tyler, 500-pound deadlift. He was really worried about that, but again, smoked it. All right, here goes probably the deadlift of the day. James Grant. I think this was like 580, high fives. Go ahead and count it. It's an 11-second deadlift. David, final deadlift. I'm not sure what the weight was. I think it was high fives. Hell of an effort here. And then last but not least, John Punch Nugget Mead with a 600-pound deadlift. I remember when this guy came in Untamed Strength and pulled 300 pounds for the first time. I remember when he pulled 405 for the first time. He pulled 500 like 6 months ago for the first time. And here he is pulling 600. I've never met someone who worked harder than John Mead. He's a madman. He's a freak. He's not of this world.
How tall are the people in your weight class? Oh, they're my weight
Stand
class.
up real quick.
This guy's a giant.
That's what I'm saying.
231.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. You're in the wrong.
You should not be a 205.
You're in the wrong weight class.
Why are you powerlifting?
I enjoy it.
Yeah, okay. How good do you want to be?
What was
How good do you want to be?
it? Really good.
Well, so then the question you have to ask yourself is, do I want to be the best power lifter that I can be? Because if so, you're a heavyweight. At minimum, you're 264. Optimally, you're 264 plus. And if you're the tallest person in your weight class, you're in the wrong weight class. I think it's interesting that you said, I've gained, my lifts are going up, and so I've gained weight. Because how I would phrase it is, you've gained weight, and so your lifts have gone up.
Yeah.
And you're how old? 19. So this is like you're in the prime of your life, and everyone's kind of laughing or whatever. You're in the prime of your life.
We're all jealous, man.
To take advantage of this and not gain a bunch of fat and whatever. You can gain weight and get super strong. I'm talking about pulling 700, 16 months from now or less. All right, but you have to gain weight, and so this meet coming up doesn't matter. And I know that sounds, you're like, wait, what? My whole year is based on this meet. No. 5 years from now, when you're 264 plus, and your first attempt is 40 something, that's what matters. And that's in your potential. That's in your grasp. Should you choose to accept it? All right. So my recommendation would be give yourself 3 years to gain weight, train like hell. And if at that point you're 22, you don't really like what's going on, you have other incentives, other values that you'd rather train for, then change it. But don't blunt your strength training because you want to fit into my weight class. I know that all too well. As a 181, my best total was like 1340 something, whatever, and my best total as a 198 is 1795. I went up one weight class and my total jumped up by that much. Not the first meet, but over 2.5, 3 years. And if I went to 231, there's no doubt that I'm breaking 2,000, right? And so I think thinking longer term is probably what your coach should be telling you. And if not, that's what we're telling you.
Yep.
Well done, John.